Indiana Jones, It's a podcast about Indiana Jones. Every movie, 1 minute at a time. The Indiana Jones Minute.
Welcome back to the Indiana Jones Minute, the podcast in which we get to the heart of Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom 1 minute at a time. I'm Tom Taylor.
I'm Pete Mummert.
I'm Jerry Porter.
And we're here to talk about minute 5 of Temple of Doom, which begins with the proper introduction of our hero, Indiana Jones, famous archaeologist, and it ends with a sack of coins being sent back on a lazy Susan.
I like Lao Che introduces Indiana as Dr. Jones, famous archaeologist. And I was wondering, what has he done? Like, do we have any clue what he's done so far that's made him a famous archaeologist?
Not really.
We'd need another prequel.
Yeah.
So you
We
just
could read the comic book or something.
It's like
We did,
turtles
like-
on top of turtles. Yeah.
I don't know, or maybe he's saying that just because he found Nurhachi, so he knows he found him. So now all of a sudden he's an eminent archaeologist in Lao Che's mind, at least.
He's about to be famous
Yeah, he's about to be famous.
for being
Or is
murdered
he
in a
still being
club.
condescending? You know, like he was kind of being condescending about Indy pretending to speak Chinese, and now is he
awesome.
Dr. Jones, famous archaeologist?
Super popular and very cool archaeologist.
Yeah.
Well, speaking
the most
of
handsome archaeologist in the world.
super popular and very cool, Willie pulls the most junior high cafeteria move here. Well, I thought archaeologists were always funny little men searching for their mommies. I mean, what are we doing here?
I'm trying to find the words. I don't know what to say. Like I'll just say I don't
Okay, look.
get it. I don't get
This, I have a theory. This may have been written by George Lucas.
maybe.
'Cause it's kind of this line's it's kind of bad.
It doesn't make any sense. It's stupid. It's just
Yeah.
stupid. I call it stupid. I haven't called anything in the movie stupid yet. This joke is stupid.
Yeah.
Nobody would say mommies. Nobody would say archaeologists looking like she's not picturing a wrapped up guy in an Egyptian tomb and calling that a mommy.
Or maybe she was super smart and it was already a play on words, and
Yeah.
Indy was being redundant by saying mummies.
That's what I think, because as soon as Indy says mummies, she starts to make this kind of motion like, no, I meant mommies, like she's belittling him, and then they cut away really fast. But
But here's what's weird. Not 5 seconds prior, she wants to know who this guy is. And then he gets introduced, and she, just eviscerates him.
Jerry, haven't you ever met a girl before? It's what they do. It's a little game. They play.
I mean, she just shoots a sling at him for no idea. And this is a black tie event.
Now he likes her even more. Because she
Oh.
smacked him down like that and said that he was looking for his mommy.
Yeah, Tommy, haven't you met a guy before?
Oh.
Yeah.
That
Wait,
guy.
did we just get sad?
Yeah, we probably did. Oh, there, yeah, we got sad.
Well,
It's not bad, only 5 minutes.
it's clunky and awkward and clumsy.
Yeah.
And
Again, I would almost buy it's the execution again. I would almost buy the idea of her being sly with that and kind of like, giving him one in the ribs or something by saying mommies. But it doesn't come across that way at all. It's like, it's like, I don't even get how it comes across. I don't get it. It doesn't come across like she doesn't know what she's saying, and it doesn't come across like she's trying to be funny. It's weird. It's just weird. It's like she's saying a badly written line.
Yeah.
I hate
Yeah.
everybody.
Well, and let me just throw this out there. Everybody, shut your eyes. Now, think how we were introduced to Marion.
Oh my God.
Indiana Jones. I always knew you'd come walking back through my door with the shot glasses up by her forehead.
Uh-huh.
She's got her money in her, shirt pocket.
You got to stop this, Jerry, because there are sad bells ringing all over the world right
I
now.
know, really. It's like the bells of St. Mary in here.
Wait, what minute is this?
Oh, here, look at this. Look at this. Oh, wait, let me just, I'm looking at the screenplay.
Uh-huh.
That says it's from 1984, so it's a pretty late version. And from what I've seen, it matches kind of closely what's going on in the movie. Willie doesn't notice as she fixes her makeup and coyly teases Indiana. Willie, well, I thought archaeologists were always funny little men searching for their mummies. So I still don't get it. And this is actually the moment when Indy grabs the fork or whatever and sticks it in her side. Like it's in the middle of that.
He didn't like her joke, and he's like,
yeah, that's stupid.
His violence comes out like right away.
Say another thing about my mommy.
Wait, does she in the screenplay? Does she say mummies?
She says mummies. Yeah.
So why in the movie is it changed to mommies and then Indy gets the punchline?
See, I like she's this acid tongue femme fatale, like 1930s style, and coming over, and she's immediately like threatened with physical violence.
I don't know.
Well, a better question: why does Indy want that punchline?
Yeah, like, why does he care? Yeah. I mean, Pete, I'm kind of with you. I'll play my cards. I'll show my cards a little bit. I was expecting to just have a headache by the end of the movie because of Willie, but I don't hate her guts necessarily. I might actually like her at some point.
Necessarily.
I know it's going to be up and down. It's not a straight line. I can't just say I like her or I don't like her. There's good and there's bad, but there's more good than I remembered there being. So that's nice. But I'm not buying this. This moment right here is just plain weird. I don't.
Yeah.
And it's not just her. It's Indy. I don't get his mummies. I don't get any of it.
Yeah.
Let's have a poll.
Look, I'm with you. I'm a magnanimous fellow. I'll let this. Everybody gets a get out of jail free card. I mean, that's fine. Maybe this was just an awkward line and it fell on the floor and we just swept it away.
Mommies.
That's fine.
But do you think this was she's misread her line and Harrison Ford's correcting her and Spielberg is like, hey, that's kind of cute?
Yeah.
Or do you think that they actually changed the line?
It certainly seems like they changed the line.
It does seem intentional.
Why.
I'd almost buy the same as, if Harrison Ford picked it up and if it was a mistake on set, sure, because that's how awkward it felt.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. They should stick a boom mic in the frame too if they're gonna, put the craft services table in the background.
I have a question here.
Okay.
So when Indy actually says, "Put the gun away, Sonny," is he saying that because it's Lao Che's son, or is he just is he just insulting him and being condescending? Like, look, young buck.
Or is this like The Godfather and that's his name?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Watch
I'll
out
tell
for
you
the
this.
causeway, Sonny.
It's not like The Godfather. Godfather 2 is pretty good.
That's actually funny. I never thought about Sonny. Sonny's actually pretty funny. that he's saying like, "Oh, you're the son. Okay, Sonny."
Yeah. Like, I guess I think that's what he's doing. He's kind of he's looking at the social situation and being condescending.
He calls the other guy henchman-y.
Yeah.
Well, I like Indy says, "I suggest you give me what you owe me," and then he tries to get cute and he says, "Or anything goes," and he does this smirk at Willie.
Yeah.
And is that a cool, like, he's bringing up the song that just played, or is that really just kind of nerdy?
It's a little weird because he wasn't even there when the song was playing. He may have caught the very, very end of it. It's a little weird though that he like I don't know if he gets to make a joke about something he wasn't there for.
No, well, wait a second. Look, I'm going to just take the other side here for a quick minute. First of all, that's a very, very infectious song.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
And I think he was upstairs. You could still hear it. I mean, at least the beginning. You couldn't hear a whole part back in the dragon's mouth.
Right.
You couldn't hear all
could.
that. But I think he pulls that off, actually. Because A, it's an infectious song.
Mm-hmm.
And B, I chalk it up to Harrison Ford's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a lot of other people that would have been just an awful line. but for some reason I believe it. He goes, or anything goes.
It is
He's
kind of
smart.
nice that they bring the song into it.
Yeah.
A little bit, that they reference it and make it part of the
But
conversation.
it's a pinch James Bondy again in that he's suave.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
paying attention to his surroundings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he's
Threatening women.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's clever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what else is amazing about this scene right here is as Indy jabs her with the serving fork, you get just a glimpse of his cufflinks, and he's wearing these really gorgeous Art Deco gold Eye of Horus cufflinks.
Oh, are you
Just kind of a nice
serious?
shout out to Raiders.
No, are you serious?
Yeah, yeah.
That's funny. Wait a minute. I want to go look.
Yeah, Eye of Horus cufflinks.
Yeah, you don't get a great look in the movie, but like people have made reproductions, you can get a better look. Like if you look up Eye of Horus cufflinks, Temple of Doom. They're cool. But you can see that, like after you see the cufflinks, you see that's what they are.
Well, I got my weekend cut out for me.
Christmas is coming up.
Yeah.
Well, and hey, Pete, I got a bone for you here.
Okay.
At second 5, in the left-hand top of the screen, is that WED 1577? The Star Wars droid? Eh?
The guy with the two lights?
Eh?
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, WED
Yeah.
1577. What do I got to go over to the Star Wars Minute and ask this? Do you guys know WED 1577?
It could be Johnny Five. No, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it might. Wait, is there a difference between what you're saying and Treadwell? Are those both the same guy?
Yeah, I'm thinking Treadwell too,
Okay.
Okay, maybe
So maybe that's what you mean.
because he's got like the telescopic eyes.
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
on the stalk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I looked him up and it said that. Now maybe if you guys are going to go Treadwell, maybe he's known as Treadwell, and
Yeah, but I'm sure Power Droid has like a first name, so,
Yeah.
you know, like and a
Yeah.
serial number. And
yeah.
you know.
So that's I guess yeah.
If we've learned one thing from Lao Che Tom, it's that we should humor him right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
Yeah.
oh. I didn't know you knew so much about droids from Star Wars.
famous Star Wars expert.
Oh, and very handsome too.
Well, and here's another thing. Does Lao Che actually give Indy those little Christmas time gold coins that are made of chocolate?
I think they're Jewish time. I think they're
Like what is it, Gelta?
yeah, Gelt.
Yeah.
What am I trying to say? Hanukkah.
Yeah. Is
Yeah.
that what he's kind of I thought that's what he gave him on the table. And he's really furious.
No, it's not your payment. This is an hors d'oeuvre. It's just a treat. We thought you might like it.
Well, it's a little weird if it's for the diamond and he throws down like
Yeah.
it almost looks like you're like gold coins, and then you think Indiana Jones, like Raiders, and you're like Judas coins, because of like biblical Raiders, Indiana Jones, and it's kind of a strange thing to give them.
Those do look exactly like Hanukkah gelt. Like the
Yeah.
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 Well, maybe that's why he was upset. Maybe he wanted like I don't know. Maybe
Well, it's weird that they did.
like Cadbury egg or something.
Yeah, some peeps.
but
I'm starving. It is weird that they try to that they try to buy him off with what they didn't make the deal for. That's kind of weird. And what I really like the little. It's just a little thing, but the fact that he's not there, that he's not selling them Nurhachi for like a big bag of money or even a little bag of big money. He's there for a diamond. Like we don't know what the diamond is or what the significance of it is. I don't think we ever do we? We just
No.
see it, and he's excited about it. But it's that seems like Indiana Jones to me. Like,
it does seem like
he's
Indiana
trading
Jones. It
for
also
something that he wants.
Yeah.
seems like the worst archaeology in the history of the earth. Like this guy's taking one of the most priceless archaeological treasures a person could think of, and he's turning it over to a gangster, like for some chocolate coins or a diamond. Like that's
You
not
don't know what the
what you
diamond
learn in archaeology school.
I mean, maybe the diamond is like, I don't know. I'm not going to make something up, but maybe it's like as cool as finding Nurhachi. Or maybe, how about this? Maybe Indiana Jones, this is his pre-museum fixation. Maybe he's like, okay, I found Nurhachi. Maybe Nurhachi was like somewhere like outside of China. And in his way, he's thinking, oh, well, I'm getting it back to, this is a prominent guy from China. He'll put it on the mantelpiece somewhere. It'll be safe.
A good guy. Yeah. It was,
Yeah.
He stole it from Belloc, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
He went to Marrakesh. He got Nurhachi, and he's bringing him home.
Yeah.
Good man.
This is a great story. I like this.
Yeah.
I do too.
I like just the street market in Marrakesh. It's nothing but the world's most priceless objects that are being channeled through there.
Well, do you think, like, speaking of bad guys, crime boss, do you think Lao Che has his own special crime boss table that has specifically a Lazy Susan?
Yes.
So, okay.
Yeah, because he's right in front of the dragon mouth.
Right. And so he's got prime real estate in the club.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And so they're
Well, I don't
thinking,
know.
like, are they like, here comes Lao Che. And they're like, well, put him over on table 5. You're like, no, you don't understand. Lao Che has to have a Lazy Susan. He has, like, if things go wrong, if he doesn't like reaching across the table, he has to have a Lazy Susan in case he's doing some deal here, and they need to be able to move it back and forth without anybody exchanging or touching hands.
That's actually a really good question. Do the other tables have Lazy Susans?
I think they might. I looked up Lazy Susans, and I'm looking at the thing right now, actually. And it's unclear how old or where it came from, but it may have come from China, actually.
They are
That they're now popular in the mainland and abroad in Chinese restaurants.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Because
where I
of-
heard they first came from.
Just because there's so many, dishes and people are sharing them and stuff. There's like a Vanity Fair thing in 1917 where they say they invented advertising the Lazy Susan, but they think, no, it's like in the 1750s. And
Wow.
I'm not going to read this whole thing. Lazy Susan.
Speaking of Lazy Susan, do you think, well, maybe Lao Che kind of popularized it and we have him to thank today?
Maybe.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
One thing I noticed is that if you look at second 22
Mm-hmm.
and you look at his sideburn, it looks like a perfect arrow.
Looks like a perfect James Kirk. He's got the Star Trek sideburns going.
And if you look at him compared to his henchmen, like they almost look effeminate. Like
They're very
they're hairless.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's got these like full eyebrows, and he's got like a spear for sideburns.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks great.
Got those diamond buttons down the front of his shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
looks
he's a great bad guy for the beginning of this. He's a great bad guy.
I wish he'd stayed the bad guy. Like, I love Lao Che.
Yeah.
He does.
I like it. I
Back
like his
in the next
buddies too. I mean, maybe he will. Maybe I'm.
No, he's really good. He's really good. Thinking back on this movie, now we're up to minute 5. It's there's a couple of fumbles and stumbles, but I like it. It's a good beginning.
Yeah.
Have you guys been paying attention to who has a drink and who doesn't have a drink?
No.
No.
Well, Indy doesn't have one because he's about to get one, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't see one. And one thing that just kind of crossed my mind is, where does his drink come from? I'll be curious to watch that. Because each one of the guys has a drink in front of him, and then there's kind of a drink by Willie, and then there's like a fourth drink. So I'm gonna keep I'll keep the drink count going.
I think the drink is I think Indy's drink when it shows up is pretty overt. I think it's yeah, well, we'll see.
We'll see.
All right.
He doesn't seem. I mean, look. So we have right here. We have Lao Che. The son tried to kill Indy the night before, and then he tried to give him Cadbury gold coins, and then I don't know. I'm surprised Indy's still around in this deal. I know he wants something. I guess the diamond must be like really. He keeps putting himself, I don't know, in harm's way, kind of dealing with these. Like Lao has done nothing good at all or engendered any trust at all.
Yeah, when he finally gives him the diamond, it's gonna have a string on it. He's gonna
He's gonna throw a banana peel down when he gets up to walk away.
Well, see, I think Indy was sitting in his room the night before, and he's got the remains of Nurhaci, and he's this priceless archaeological artifact, and he's like, "What the hell am I going to do with this?"
Yeah,
Sell it in
that's a good
Marrakesh.
point. Go to Marrakesh, but that's a good point. And you wonder why does Lao want both this? Why is Lao fighting him that hard? He gave him his ancestor or whatever.
Yeah, it is pretty. He's being a pretty crummy crime boss right now. Like Nurhaci is obviously incredibly like. Why go through so much trouble to screw over Indiana Jones?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, what's the big like? Can he not afford to give up this diamond, whatever it is?
Yeah.
Like, it seems a little weird.
I mean, sometimes bad guys can have a good day.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to be bad every 5 minutes.
Yeah, come on, relax a little bit. Well, we'll see what happens. Maybe it's all going to go down just fine.
Yeah.
But we'll have to come
right.
back on Monday to find out. I mean, I'm ending the minute, but does anybody else have anything else?
No.
All right.
I think I'm good.
Well, then, Pete, where can all the nice people get in touch with us and offer us Cadbury cream eggs and Peeps and stuff? 'Cause I'm starving. Have I mentioned that?
Yeah, you did. Come join us at IndianaJonesMinute.com. We got a lot going on there. You can find all of our episodes, all of our back episodes. If you like the Star Wars stuff, like WED 1577, as all you Star Wars experts know, we've got several pages on our website cataloging all the evidence that Indiana Jones movies are Han Solo's fever dream as he's frozen in carbonite. So come check those out. And join us on Facebook. And we have a special group on Facebook, Indiana Jones Minute and the Listener's Crusade.
Oh, and we should say thanks to the Star Wars Minute Boys for we're starting our second season, and that wouldn't have been possible without them ushering in this golden age of movies by minutes podcasts.
Woo!
So we're excited about that.
And there's a whole there are a lot of them now, and if you're interested in finding other movie podcasts by minute, you can go to moviesbyminutes.com.
I think the list
But make
of
sure you
movies
come back here too.
Of course. I mean, binge this first, and then with your free time, go to other stuff.
Actually, if you go there and you click on it, it just takes us to this page.
We've hacked the site. All the links bring it back here. But yeah, please check that out. And please check us out next time for Minute 6 of Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom here on the Indiana Jones Minute.
Tommy doesn't apply himself. He's a lazy Susan.
Yeah, I don't want to reach all the way across the table for the diamond. Lao Che. I don't know. I'm so tired and hungry.